Alright, so welcome back to another episode of Genshin Impact, yeah, guys. So yeah. So let's go, bro. We're helping out Skirk.
The bug is gone!
There he is, bro.
Wait, isn't that the form the all-devouring narwhal changed into? How come he knows that, too?
No, idiot, that's Skirk's master.
Really? So, you're telling Paimon that giant whale and this guy can both turn into the fowl? How does that work?
It's a subconscious instinct. Any intelligent being who longs for his level of strength is bound to mimic his appearance. It's a natural response after encountering someone as powerful as Master. To them, he represents ultimate power. We know the person before us has encountered Master, and we know he stole a portion of my power. So it's not surprising that he would assume this form.
Okay. Oh, that close-up Paimon looks the more intimidating it gets. Nevertheless isn't here this time, so it's up to us. He won't have the nerve to steal again after we're done with him. Let's teach this guy a lesson.
Let's go. We'll face off against Skirk's master. Sertologi, I think his name was.
I forgot your training, I hope.
Let's go, bro. Where the fuck you went, man? Oh, I got stuff. No, I don't. Fuck. No, I don't. This motherfucker, bro. Yeah. Skirk wasn't kidding about this shit being hard, bro. Watch out. Sally the Traveler.
Had enough of my power.
That's the sad part. The Traveler. I originally thought that Traveler wasn't. I originally thought that was Hoyle's decision to not have the Traveler speak, but I began to realize that in these scenes with Skirk, I think originally the traveler was supposed to talk. It's just that their voice actors have been involved in the strike.
Let's see how much more of this power we can handle.
It's over, man.
Well, have you come to your senses?
You saw that my body was at its limit. So, you deliberately channeled your power into me, knowing that it would destroy my shell from within. Such power, such keen battle instincts. So, you must be.
Skirk, Sertologi's disciple.
How long has it been? How long has he been away from Teyvat?
Hundreds of years.
Hundreds. Sorry. It's a lot to take in. I should introduce myself. I am Skirk, a friend of your master and one of his followers.
Really, Scoffener?
This is the first time I've heard your name, Skirk. But hundreds of years ago, I knew you existed. And I knew you would come here.
Hundreds of years ago?
Sounds like you and Master have quite a history. Care to tell us about it?
Of course. Might as well take advantage of a clear head while I can. The story starts a long, long time ago. I was born into a noble family in Conria. As the eldest son, I was set to inherit our title. But I contracted an incurable illness as a child, and everyone gave up on me.
Wow.
I trained the sword harder than anyone else, defeated all of my peers, but it was all in vain. When other people looked at me, all I saw in their eyes was pity, or a strange glee in my misfortune. Even my parents were just waiting for me to die.
Well,
Over time, my heart hardened, and I became aimless. That was the point where I met your master, Sertologi.
whoa.
We were similar in age, but different in background. He was born in prison, the son of criminals who had been sentenced to death. He spent his childhood wandering the streets, facing more criticism than literary works in the Universitas Magistrorum. Yet, he always wore a smile on his face, as if kindness and malice were one and the same, and he could not see the difference. I still remember what he said to me when we first met. You need to fight to survive. Even if it's a losing battle, it should light a fire under you. How can you sit back like this and go down without a fight?
That does sound like something he would say.
He was the first to acknowledge that I was worth something, and he inspired me to keep going. When we sparred together, it was the first time I actually felt the thrill of combat. When I was 10, he stole forbidden research materials and managed to cure my illness. It was like there was nothing in this world he couldn't accomplish. When it came to the human form, he was always intent on pushing the boundaries of possibility. But somewhere along the way, I fell behind. My talents were nothing compared to his. And at some point, I realized he had pulled so far ahead, I was too embarrassed to even ask him to spar. After his grand endeavor was successful, he sought me out and said to me,
"This planet no longer holds anything of interest to me, so I'm leaving. But first, I have an offer. I can use a power I have just refined to break the curse of immortality for you. Your death was once what we worked so hard to prevent. But the immortality you now face is a different kind of pain altogether."
I'll pass. Immortality doesn't sound so bad to me. Since I can't die, it means I have an infinite amount of time to get stronger. Maybe I'll finally catch up to you one day. And we can spar like we used to.
Alright.
Are you sure? I cannot say when I will return. Your body, or rather, your soul, might not be able to withstand this curse.
Whoa.
All I can do is try. After all, a wise man once told me, people need to fight for their own survival.
Wise indeed. Nevertheless, if you grow weary of the pain of immortality and wish to experience a good sparring match before you wither away, seek out my disciple.
Disciple?
Really?
Never thought I'd hear that word coming from you.
Nor I, but Benfamir said I was destined to find a disciple out there in the universe and bring her to Tanat. You know as well as I, Benfamir's prophecies are never wrong.
Well, now I'm curious about who this disciple of yours would be.
All Benfamir said was that one day the stars shall bow in her honor.
Sounds pretty impressive.
Of course, only the most outstanding people would have the right to become my disciple.
Still self-assured as ever, I see. But you're not wrong.
I'll be leaving them. Oh, and if you are serious about getting stronger, I left you a little gift in the primordial sea. As I said before, walk whatever path you want. Freedom means even the wicked get to make their own choices.
Waiting for me in the primordial sea was the all-devouring narwhal, already beaten into submission by Sotologi. In its weakened state, I was able to cut off part of its flesh and sew it into my own heart.
Your heart? That sounds like torture. How did you even survive that?
Because, of course, I bear the curse of immortality.
So, you used the curse to turn yourself into a vessel for power. Even with that whale's ability, devouring power like that is not something the human body can withstand. With your body and soul constantly at the breaking point, it was the curse of immortality that sustained you. But that is not the path to strength. You have to pour your heart into it, work for it, dream of it. Instead, you stole something that didn't belong to you, and it backfired.
You're right. I should have known better, but I had already pushed myself to my limits, and he was still miles ahead of me. So I had to take a leap of faith. I miss your master. I miss the days when we were all together, troublemakers without a home. I don't regret the choice I made. But if you'll allow it, I do want to apologize. To both of you.
After the beating we just gave you, I think we can call it even.
You're an interesting one as well. Sertologi's disciple. That's a lot to live up to. It can't have been an easy experience. I know what he's like. He rules with an iron fist, using despair and fear to force you to catch up to him, all the while standing ever out of reach.
Really? He uses despair and fear to force you to catch up with him? Oh my god. And all this while he's not around? Damn, what a pussy.
Climbers in the dark, never knowing how much higher we have to climb, or when we will see the sun again.
True. But I made up my mind long ago. No matter how dark it gets, I will not give in to despair. I will overcome it. Besides, after hearing your story, I suspect what Master really wants is not a battle that demands his full strength, but rather a defeat without regrets.
Okay.
Since you're his friend, we must have some things in common. First time we came here, when you stabbed me through the fog and stole my power, I felt no emotion coming from that spike. But when you had to devote all your strength fighting me just now, I could feel joy and passion emanating from your blade. It was the joy of a researcher discovering the truth of the world, the joy of an artist uncovering a temple of wonders.
Interesting. I'm certain I didn't express those emotions outright, yet you were able to read them from my blade, like a glimpse into my inner world. You're right. That battle brought me an unbridled sense of joy, and my defeat brings me no regret whatsoever.
Exactly. I think Master also craves a battle like that.
Oh, yeah, it does.
One where his opponent forces him to use all his strength, unlock the extent of his potential, and transcend his own limits. A battle to end all battles. After which, all can come to an end, including, perhaps, his life. For that very reason, good and evil are meaningless to him. He has one purpose, one goal, to complete himself. It's one of the secrets to his strength.
Perhaps you're right. Perhaps that is his goal. What a battle that would be. Oh, to witness such a...
Oh, damn. Yeah, he dying, bro.
Are you okay?
Too many different kinds of power are surging through my body. The curse of immortality allows it all to coexist, but it does not remove the pain.
Oh, so you can't die. So yeah, that means he lives on forever.
I won't be able to hold on to my sanity for much longer. What a shame. I would have loved to witness that battle. Sertologi once offered to free me from this curse. Now, I must ask that of you, Skirk. Can you release me from the pain?
I can, but not through death. That's what you were hoping for. It's not a suitable punishment for your crime. As an alternative, I can take your consciousness, along with all the power you've consumed, and smash it to pieces. The impurities will dissipate, and under the curse of immortality, your mind and body will regenerate. When that process is complete, you will be back to who you were before, no longer tortured by powers you can't control. But it will be a time-consuming and painful process. The decision is yours to make.
I accept. And who knows? Perhaps I'll wake up in time to witness your great battle with Sertologi. I have faith that you'll be able to stand against him one day. Though I know it'll be a long and arduous road if we are climbers in the dark. It appears the dawn has finally broken for me. But your ascent continues. At least, it looks like you are not alone on your journey.
I will reach the top of this mountain, no matter what it takes. And you, Scottmonger, will be my witness at the end of all things.
It's finally over. Let's get out of here. At least we don't have to make a mad dash to the exit like last time.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's fucking go, bro.
We did it! Oh, it's only been a few days, but it feels like forever. Once again, we've proved there's nothing we can't overcome. We're just that awesome.
Here we go. Here we go again. You taking credit, Paimon. Like, dead ass, bruh. Like, this is one of the major problems I have with Paimon. And this is one of the reasons why I hate her. One of the reasons why is because she takes credit for something that she doesn't do. Like it's the traveler that does all the work, but yet Paimon takes the credit by saying, "Oh, we did it. We proved that we can overcome." Like, shut the fuck up. Like, it's the traveler that did all the work. So the only one that should be credited is the traveler. Like, the traveler deserves all the credit because they are the ones that actually did all the work. And what the hell did you did Paimon? Sit your fat ass. No, that's not correct. Float your. Oh my god, that's not correct either. What do you do all day? Float around, following the traveler? That's it? Like, why? To make it even worse, this bitch Paimon's the fucking mascot of this game. That's what makes it worse. So it's highly unlikely that Hoya would get rid of her, bruh. I wish they did. Considering that on YouTube I see that everyone hates Paimon. Everyone. And hell, there's a number of streamers that tell her to shut the fuck up, bro. Like, deadass.
Wow, you sound even more confident than usual. Guess you really have become stronger. Today sure went by fast. It's night already. Oh wait, that reminds Paimon. The stars you mentioned, the ones that died out, are they back now?
Yes. The power Scottmonger stole has been returned. So, the stars have regained their light.
Great! Huh, it's crazy that you even noticed their light was gone. There are so many stars in the sky. If a few disappear, Paimon definitely wouldn't be able to tell.
I suppose it's because I have gazed upon this sky for centuries. The false stars hanging in the meticulously planned sky, glittering with rotten light. It's not real. And yet, it is for that very reason that I can look upon it and enjoy the momentary peace it brings.
It's beautiful.
Even the most beautiful of bubbles has to burst. We will return to the real universe one day, whether of our own volition or not. time marches ever forward. Even the innocent and naive will taste life's bitterness. Yet through hardship, we grow until we learn to seize the sands of time for ourselves and uncover our true strength. Though we gaze upon a false sky, its vastness and majesty is palpable. One can only wonder, what is it going to take for kindness to reign supreme in the vast expanse of the universe?
Ugh, this is all going over Paimon's head. But if she knows one thing, it's that the traveler always finds a way.
Yeah, you better give the traveler all the credit, you better. Because the traveler is the one that does all the work, bro. So yeah. Of course, the traveler gets credit, but Paimon often says "we," as in as in the traveler and Paimon did it. But in reality, it's just the traveler that does the work, and Paimon just floats there doing nothing. Like, and on top of that, how the fuck is she still with us all this time up to this point, bro?
Ever since we met, she has filled Paimon's days with happiness. No matter how tough things get, she always finds a way to make it better.
Alright, how tough it is. And also, ever since we met, as in the viewers mean you basically annoy us with your fucking high-pitched voice. Not only that, but also your greed, your fucking attitude, girl. Like, you think you slick with that fucking attitude you gave to others. And also, you taking credit for stuff that you didn't even do, that you never did, aka stuff that the traveler did. Like, no wonder why a lot of us, including myself, consider you, Paimon, as the worst character in the entire game. The entire game. Now, I'm often conflicted on who I should debate as the worst between Aha and Paimon, and honestly, going back and forth, I realized that Paimon's fucking worse. At least with Aha, he's mostly just stuck to Natlan. But with Paimon, she appears throughout the entire game, more so in the Archon quest / story quest, aka the main missions and the character themed side missions. So yeah. Like, dead ass, bro. Too many fucking voice lines. Hell, there's even times where I feel like the traveler should speak instead of Paimon. You remember what I showed you in Yorimiya's second story quest on how she asks the traveler about their sibling, but then Paimon answers for them? Like, bro, no, not bro, like, girl, that was a personal question for the traveler, not you. Like, we're talking about the traveler and their sibling, not you, Paimon. That would be like if someone asks my sister a personal question and then I respond. Like, no, like, let the person themselves answer, not the fucking companion, bro. And also another reason why I think people hate you, Paimon, is that you're not really a fucking guide. Like, you claim to be a guide, but you almost do nothing, bro. Like, there's some stuff where I feel like you should have known by now, but in reality you don't. Gotta be the dumbest one I've ever seen. And whenever she tries to be a guide, all she does is basically repeat slash summarize what the other character said. Like, if we're stupid, like we're not fucking stupid. Like we know what to do. We don't need you to repeat what they say to make you look smart. Come show you that you're dumb as hell. You're a waste of space, Pylon. And that all you really are, as Albedo will put it out, a floating child. That's it. A floating fucking child. That's basically a fairy. Say yeah. I think I might go more into why I hate Paimon in a standalone video. So yeah. So look out for that video. Anyways, let's go.
If it's too big a job for one person, then we'll do it with two. And if two's still not enough, then three.
And none of those times involve you, Paimon.
We've met so many amazing friends and accomplished so many amazing things. As long as we don't give up, we can make any wish come true.
The traveler can make any wish true. Like deadass. And I'm surprised that a lot of these fucking characters put up with Paimon's bullshit. Like deadass. I remember one of the few times that characters can't take Paimon's bullshit was Dia. I remember this one cutscene when we was in Sumeru that Dia told Paimon to shut up. Like I think I was actually kind of happy for that moment to happen, considering how annoying Paimon was.
I suppose when it comes to you, anything is possible. Well, I should be going. Now that my power is no longer isolated from my emotions, I need more practice to get used to it.
Well, we need that.
I suppose fate will decide. Maybe we'll bump into each other on the street. Or maybe we'll reunite on a different planet entirely. Regardless, reunions and partings are but passing moments. More than anything, I hope that at the end of this journey, wherever it takes us, we stand in a world reborn. One without war, pain, or forced partings. One where new life can bloom, even where there was once nothing but scorched earth. For this, we must all work to become stronger.
Or
Goodbye, traveler. Remember your training. Make sure to put it to use.
Bye! Is it just Paimon, or is she being nicer than before? We definitely count as friends after all that, don't you think? Hey, what do you think about camping here tonight? There's nothing quite like sleeping under the stars. Come tomorrow, we can continue our journey. Oh, and since Paimon treated you to that super nice meal at Wanging Restaurant, it's about time you returned the favor.
oh Lord. Oh, I locked something. Oh, I locked a couple of things. Instruments, bro. Oh, wow. Awesome, bro. Man, that's a lot, bro. That's a fucking lot. So yeah, bro. That was a lot we did for Skirk. Okay. So yeah. Alright, I'm here. We're gonna continue. Sign up second story quest. In the next episode, yeah guys. So see you guys next time. Viper sign off.